Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video.
And today we are finishing fixing the lovely red frame behind us. We've got to just do a few tweaks so it all lines up pucker, and then we are on to doing the little linkage rod. So Yanis and I are going to get all the frame fixed up, and then we're going to get cozy in the middle of the organ, and we have quite a few hundred, if you like, adjustments to make. But we want to get all those bits in so that we're then ready when Michael returns. He's just finishing off his radiators in his little cottage because it was a big job yesterday. But we've got help from Layla and obviously Pip's in the organ. So yeah, I think it's all going to be good. So we'll crack on. As I said in the introduction, we're sorting this frame out once and for all. But what we come up against is those little witness marks or the evidence of where stuff should or shouldn't have been. And just looking at the back of the organ, I can tell it's only, well, you'll see it's this much out. So you can see that little gap there. And it's probably, you know, less than the end of my little finger. But what we spoke about yesterday, the big bit, the heavy bit of the organ, is separate to this, apart from this manifold. So what we've got to very carefully do, we're going to just raise it slightly. We've got some little bits of dowel, and I'm just going to put it on tiny rollers and just eke it forward to here. So that means that then that will line up perfectly, because here there's a little bit of trim that goes on, and those sliding doors that work. Then, like we said, it's onto the linkages. And this bit you see in front of us where the organ is sat, there is actually the roof panel to go in, which holds the light, and there's various other bits. This is quite a cool little addition. Not an addition, part of the organ is a string comes out of here, and there's a small weight that sits on the bottom, and you can see these little pencil marks where it says full or empty, or it just gives an indication to the organist what's going on in the bellow department. So I guess what they can do is, if they see it dropping off, they back off a bit, and if it's full, they give it the beans. So yeah, it's really interesting. Again, like we said, it's just a learning process, but very enjoyable, and yeah, we're very humbled to be able to be doing it. So yeah, carry on enjoying it, and see you later.
Well, good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. So I'm in the kitchen and I've got the Osmo, and today I'm going to do the doors. They need doing, they need sealing. If they're left like this, and say for instance you've got dirty hands and you touch them, it could mark them, and we don't want that. We're going to seal them with this Osmo Satin Clear. The code is 3032, so if you want to use it in the future, that's the reference. And yeah, I'm just going to do one coat on both sets of doors today, and yeah, should be pretty good. Tomorrow I'll probably do the skirting board, so that's done. And then I've got to do the big unit, which is behind you, Alex. So it's going to be quite fun, but I'm waiting for some special sandpaper for that, because the stuff I've got is a little bit too fine. I have a 150, but I need to use 120 for that ideally. So I'm waiting for that to arrive from Amazon. And yeah, also later this week, I think Paddy, the carpenter, is going to fit the top sills of each window. So it's going to be quite interesting as well. And then the carcasses will be arriving for the kitchen units next month. So early next month, Paddy's going to come and fit all of those. And then he's going to start making the doors and things like that. So the kitchen is coming together. It's just we're waiting for things. And like I said in the past, we're at the mercy of the carpenter. So yeah, anyway, let's start osmoing these doors. I've got a lovely little thing to slide about on. Yeah, anyway, let's go for it. So you can see this door has had one coat of Osmo and it looks remarkably better than the one without. All I've got to do as well, obviously, I've got to do the inside top. I should do the bottoms, but I don't want to take them off the hinges because they were quite hard to get on. And then obviously I've got to do the other side as well. But yeah, looks good. Just one thin coat is all it needs. And then once that dries, I'll just do a second one and then they're protected. They won't get stains on and things like that. They'll be easy to clean if you've got dirty hands or, yeah, should be fine. Perfect. And then obviously I can do the architrave as well. And then I'll do the other one later. And then, yeah, another job ticked off the list. So, yeah, bye, Alex. Go on.
Bye.
Let me crack on.
So we're in the business end of this part of the manoeuvre. We're set up with just little bits of batten, but they're raised on blocks, and we're on that inner frame. And what we're going to use is a little bit of physics, the laws of leverage, something to do with some bloke called Newton, which means that if we get this somewhere there, we've got loads of strength and we can just sneak it forward. So harmoniously, Yanis and I are going to little bit of downward pressure and hopefully just sneak that distance we talked about. So
Yeah.
let's do it. Okay, so gentil, avance. C'est bon, descendre. Okay, that's good. So we moved a little. So now we'll just check that nothing's rubbing, and then we'll go again. So this is the afternoon set from the second week, day 2 in the second week, so that's day 12, I think. And all I can say is, oh wow. We've unwrapped all the little trackers, if you like, all the little pieces of wood. And Michael very diligently, when he took it apart, he's actually numbered all these long ones which go from front to back. So he's put like 37 forward, so we know where they go. We do have, or Michael took some very clear footage of these, which is fantastic. However, and I think that might be something which people would question, we had 2 days to disassemble and then have the organ packed onto the lorry to come home. So it was over 3 days, but it was in essence 2 full days because we had a space which they allowed us to use, but we had to be in and out. So a lot of these parts, the majority of it we labelled, and Simon helped, and we did as much as we possibly could. But it was pretty intensive. It would have been lovely if we'd have had 2 weeks, hence that every single bit then would have been marked. So as we said before, we're looking for those telltale signs, and as you can see, that's a normal tracker on top, but somewhere down here this will fit into a part of the mechanism. Someone's very carefully sculpted that, and this one even more whittled down. So it's going to be very much, Yanis and I are going to start fitting these. We're going to start, we're going to have a look because there's all sorts of different rods that go in, have to go in first, and we're just going to decipher what's what as we go. So yeah, I guess you could say again another challenge that the old girls thrown in our direction, but we're going to embrace it bravely and crack on. So let's do it. So we've started to sort out all those little pieces you saw, and what we've realised is that on the ends of them, like we said, they're all different shapes and varying different lengths, but they've actually inscribed the number. I'll turn it up so you can see it that way. On the ends. What that means is we now know where they go, but there are missing numbers, if you like. But I think that's because they go in ranks. So what I need to work out is when you look at that board behind you with all those levers and the bits that move, so all these pieces here which operate and the linkages between, we just need to fathom out where they go. But as I say, I think they go in ranks, and where they've been handcrafted or whittled, like I said earlier, they will have their positions. So we've got to do the long ones first, because once we've put the long ones in that go to the back, we won't be able to then get the little ones, the little trackers that go, or the little rods that go in the front. So I'm guessing that's the right way to do it, because otherwise we'll be working blind. So we're going to go in, have a look and see if we can suss out those 2 big boards. We're going to make a little work area in between. There's a platform that goes in between the 2 wind chests, and that lifts out. So that's going to give Yanis and I a bit of room to work around. And then at the back, we have to go round the back, but we've got enough room to get round the back of the organ. We can actually get in and we can see the board. So we're going to set the lights up and we're going to get comfy and crack on with putting these rods in. So let's do it.
So these doors have had one coat. I've done both sides, I've done the tops, I've done the insides, I've even done the frame and the architrave. So they're looking really nice. That needs to dry. Originally I was going to do the second one today, but instead I'm going to go help Yanis, Nick and Michael, because Michael's back with the organ, because it's a very fiddly and complicated part today, and they'll need as much help as they can get. So yeah, it's nice to do little jobs in the kitchen, but like I said yesterday, we're at the mercy of the carpenter. We can't do really much in here until other things are fitted. So yeah, I'll just do a little bit every day, and then once that's all done, we've just got to wait. So yeah, how do we get out now without touching the doors, Alex? Fingernail, look, that's it, without getting, okay. Where is everyone? What, oh, they're inside. Hello. Is it nice and cozy in there? It looks it.
It is.
Horrific.
Is it?
No, it's not. It's just a bit cramped. Because these are, I took all of these out once a lot of this stuff had been removed, so I had lots of space to work. And then I didn't think of that before we put all the stuff back.
No. Anyway, it looks cozy in there. They're working hard, and yeah.
It's all good.
It's fine, we'll have it done, don't worry.
This is just going to, as I say, this is going to be our place of work for a few days now. Well, a few hours, sorry, Billy. A few hours. We'll have it licked.
Good man. So obviously I'm not in the kitchen now. I've come to help Michael, Yanis and Nick, but we've got the lift in here, and I've always wondered what is in that window up there. So we're going to go look quickly. We've got the lift, might as well go and, yeah, let's go. We're going up in the world, everyone. Well, already we're so close to it, I can see that it's breeze blocked from the other side. And I'm assuming that that used to be that used to be the hospital over there. And that was probably where patients could watch mass, maybe. But we'll have a look in there anyway. Okay, so what I can see is a window, breeze blocks, and there is literally no space behind it. So if I open the window, we just see breeze blocks, so there's no point doing that. We can't reach that, unfortunately. Someone's put a bit of plywood in there. But at a later date, we can remove that bit of plywood and see how deep it goes. And maybe we could put a statue back or something, I don't know. This is exactly how the gallery would have been. Same height and everything. Yeah, so we should definitely reinstate the gallery at some point. That would be a fantastic idea. You can see as well the stone going up and around. The actual arch, apart from it looking decorative, there's actually a stone arch within it. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, anyway, let's go down, Alex. Yanis? Duz?
Yeah, they all need to be like that, because don't forget, they all weight the keys, don't they?
I'm currently inside the organ, and these are called trackers, and these connect the keyboard via a few other little sticks to these levers at the back, which open flaps, which control the wind that gets to the swell. And there's 56 of them, and I've only installed 11 so far. And it's a bit tight for space, so I should be here for some time. But I took them out, so it's best I put them back in. Oh no, I've dropped that. It's never ending. Oh, there it is.
While you're there, do you want to show us what you found?
Ah, yes. While I'm here, I'm going to show you what I found. And just in the back of this board, I think they're called a witch's mark. It's a geometric shape, looks like a flower. It's meant to ward off evil spirits. So whoever built this thing, was quite superstitious, and they felt this needed protection, this organ, probably from us.
So thank you everyone for watching this video today. It is fantastic that we got Michael back, but Yanis and Nick and Pip have been doing a fantastic job in his absence. And over the next few days, you'll see a bit of fantastic progress on this organ and maybe some interesting sounds, because at some point this week, we've got to put the pipes back in. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.